Welcome you to our YouTube channel PNJ Legal. We are 12-year-old law firm. On this YouTube channel, we are bringing lot of the complex legal topics to you. We are also presenting lot of business opportunities for the entrepreneurs to get ventured into.
Core investment companies. What are core investment companies? A core investment company or CIC is categorized as a non-banking financial company by the Reserve Bank of India. These companies predominantly invest in shares of its own group companies for stakeholding but cannot engage in trading of these instruments or carry out any other kind of financial activity. Directions by RBI as per 2016. As per Core Investment Companies Direction 2016 issued by RBI, core investment company must satisfy the following conditions. Number 1. It holds not less than 90% of its net assets in the form of investment in equity shareholders, preference shares, bonds, debentures, etc. It does not trade in its investment in shares, bond, debentures, etc. Number 3. Its investment in the equity shares in group companies and units of infrastructure investment trust only as sponsor constitute not less than 60% of its net assets as mentioned in clause 1 above. Number 4. It does not carry on any other financial activity referred to in section 451C and 451F of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Categories of CICs. None of the core investment companies can accept deposits. This is one of the basic eligibility criteria of a core investment company. The asset classification norms for CICs are registered CICs with assets less than Rs 100 crore worth follow the norms specified in the non-systematically important NBFC Prudential Forms 2015. For those with assets more than Rs 100 crore follows the norm as specified in systematically important NBFC Prudential Norms Directions 2015. Systematically important core investment companies. RBI has now recognized that such CICs justifiably deserve a differential treatment in the regulatory prescription applicable to non-banking financial companies which are non-deposit taking and systematically important. Here are the conditions. Number 1. Having total assets of not less than Rs 100 crore either individually or in aggregate along with other core investment companies in the group. Number 2. Raises or hold public funds. Rules covering systematically important CICs. Number 1. They will require registration with the Reserve Bank. Number 2. Capital requirements. Number 3. Leverage ratio. Exemptions to the rules. A CIC and the SI which adheres to the requirements regarding capital requirements and leverage ratio as specified above may to the extent necessary be exempted from the compliance with maintenance of statutory minimum net owned fund requirements of non-banking companies prudential norms directions 2007. Approval requirement for CIC. However, it is important to note here that such CICs that have asset size below Rs 100 will be required to mandatorily register with RBI in case they are planning to make overseas investment in the financial sector. Journal obligation for a CIC. As per the Core Investment Companies Directions 2016, the following need to be fulfilled by all CICs as per last audited balance sheet. The core investment company needs to hold not less than 90% of its net assets. It cannot trade in its investment in shares, bonds, debentures, etc. The investment of the company in the shares of the group companies need to be at least 60% of the net worth of its assets. The core investment company is not allowed to carry out any other financial activity other than The company can issue guarantees on behalf of group companies. It can invest in bank deposits, money market mutual fund, liquid mutual funds, etc. A CIC NDSI, that is a systematically important core investment company, needs to have an asset size of rupees 100 crore and more, should raise or hold public fund as well as fulfill all the criteria stated above. For such a company, it is mandatory to be registered. Core Investment Company Registration Process. Process of registration. The core investment company needs to download the application form for registration from the website of RBI. It needs to be filed in and submitted to the regional office of DNBS along with the supporting documents as mentioned in the form. The DNBS has to be the one under whose jurisdiction the company is registered. Capital requirement of CIC. Capital requirements. The adjusted net worth of the CIC and SI cannot be less than 30% of the risk-weighted asset. In situations where the aggregate asset size is calculated, it is required that all the CICs within the group needs to be registered as individual CIC and the SI, the adjusted net worth being applied individually. RBI's measures to strengthen core investment company. RBI plays a very important role to strengthen core investment companies. You can hit the pause button and read this out.